Hi everybody, this is Cristina from the Frangipani room, and today we are going to be doing some cooking with some puff pastry. But before we begin, we need to wash our hands. So let's go over to the sink and let's get some soap. Let's rub it into our hands, all over our fingers, our palms. We want our hands to be nice and clean before we start our cooking today. So let's get some water and let's rinse off that soap and rinse off those germs. There we go. That's much better. Then we'll dry our hands and then we can start cooking. So the first thing I've done, which is very important when we're using puff pastry, is I've already turned my oven on. My oven is preheated, which means that while I'm preparing the puff pastry, that oven will be warming up and it will be nice and hot by the time we put our puff pastry inside. If we don't do that, the puff pastry will not puff up as much as what we would like. So it's very important to have a nice hot oven before we begin. So while that's warming up, I have taken out of my packet one square, like that's a square of puff pastry sheets. Now these are already made. I bought these at the supermarket and they're called ready rolled puff pastry sheets. There's 6 of them inside this packet, but I'm only going to use one today. So once you take it out of the packet, you need to let it become a little bit soft before you can use it, because we can't cut it and make things with it while it's really cold and frozen. So we just let it sit on your kitchen bench. You might want to get your tray out. You might want to get some non-stick paper onto your tray and just let it sit there on your kitchen bench, maybe for about 5 minutes or so. When that's ready and it's soft and you can bend it a little bit, what you do is you get your pastry brush. I'm going to use some strawberry jam today to make some twists. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush over the top of my pastry some strawberry jam. Now there's lots of different types of jams that you can use. You could use raspberry jam or blackberry jam, any type of berry jam that you like to use, or marmalade is fine. If you don't want to do a sweet version, you can also do another version that I really also like, is I like to put some Parmesan cheese on mine. I like to brush over some egg yolk, and then I like to sprinkle it with lots of herbs and with lots of Parmesan cheese. But for today, we are going to use strawberry jam, and we're going to make a sweet version of this. So what we're going to do is we need to, actually we will brush the jam over the top first. So I'll open up my lid and I've got my pastry brush. And this is just like when we do painting at preschool, which is a lot of fun. We just put our pastry brush into the tin, like so, and we've got our jam on our brush. And what we do is we just use some strokes and we just brush the jam over the top like that. We get another big dollop of jam, see, nice and big, and we brush over the top. We may need to do this a few times, all over the top. Yummy. Get another one. And we just do brushing. It's like we're painting, isn't it? It's like we're doing a big painting. And we can pretend that our jam is paint, and you can pretend that the pastry is a nice big sheet of paper for you to paint onto. Just like that. We might do one more. Shall we do one more? Yes. There we go. Just like that. And it's okay to have these big bits as well. I quite like to eat those too. There we go. Now once that is all nice and covered like that, what we're going to do is I'm going to Put the lid back onto my jam. I don't need my pastry brush. Now I've got a paring knife with me. Now you might need a grown-up to help you to do some cutting. So I'm just going to cut the edges very, very carefully off, because sometimes the edges of the puff pastry can be a little bit hard to work with. So I'm just going to remove those before I start. Sometimes they're a bit hard to work with, sometimes they're not. It just depends on your sheet of pastry. So I'll just pop those there. There we go. Like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some strips, maybe about 2 to 3 centimeters, which is about that much. So I'm going to hold down the pastry and cut some strips off. I'm going to try and make all my strips the same size. So remember, if cutting is a little bit tricky for you, please ask a grown-up to help you. They can help you cut the strips, and then you can do the twisting part, which is the most fun of all. So we'll cut them into little strips. We'll try and get them the same size. They don't have to be perfect. So we'll just do some little twists. There you go. We just cut little stripes. All we're doing is cutting stripes from the top all the way to the bottom. Like that. There we go. So these are our strips. So I'm going to lift one up for you so you can have a look. And this is what it's like. We've got one strip of puff pastry. And what we need to do is we need to twirl it around to make a little twist. We just use our hands. So there's no right or wrong way. You just make little twists with your hands. Pretend that if you're a girl, pretend that you're twirling your hair. It's just like doing twirls until you get something that looks like that. And then you just place it carefully back onto your tray. And that's one twirl done. Let's do another one. So we pick it up very carefully using our fingers, like that. We lift it up off the tray. Use 2 hands to help you. You hold one end from one side, and another hand you use the other end. You hold it together, don't let go, and you use your fingers to just twirl the pastry. Just give it a twirl. Twirl it round and round. Round and round until you have a twirl like that. There we go. And we pop it down onto our tray. Let's do the others. So we pick it up. 2 hands using your thumbs, your fingers, and you give it a twirl. Twirl. See how my fingers are twirling? They're twirling all the pastry round and round. There we go. Give it a twirl. It's almost even like twirling some spaghetti onto your fork, isn't it? There we go. There we are. Twirl, big twirl, round and round. See, my fingers are doing all the twirling. See how my fingers are doing that? Twirl, twirl. And then we keep them nice and straight and we put them back onto our tray. There we are. Twirling. There we are. Does that look pretty? I like the twirls. And they will stay twirled. Once they come out of the oven a little bit later, they will keep their shape and they will be all puffy and crunchy and flaky, and they will be delicious. There we are. We've got 3 more to go. We'll lift them up. There we go. Twirling, twirling. You could even try practicing the twirling on a piece of paper if you like. You could get a piece of paper and cut it into strips and then practice twirling the paper into little strips. Twirl, twirl, twirl. So we're going to lift it off the tray and we'll twirl it round. And there we go. And the last one, just like that, round and round. My fingers are like they're spinning the pastry round into a circular motion like that. And then we put it down. Beautiful. So, I'm going to wash my hands. They're a little bit sticky from the jam. And let's have a look at them. Look at that. Have a look at all the swirls that we made. Let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We made 9 strawberry twirls using that one sheet of pastry. So you could make your twirls wider if you wanted big twirls or skinny ones, but I think that this size is probably a good size, so 2 to 3 centimeters, and this is how many you should get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into the oven, and the oven will be nice and hot now. So let's take it over. There they go. So they're inside the oven now, and very soon they will be ready. They probably won't take very long to cook. My recipe book says that they should take only about 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes, you can have a little look inside the oven and see if they are all nice and golden and puffed up. And if they are, you can take them out and just let them cool. As soon as you take them out, they will be very hot. So just let them cool down for maybe 10 minutes and then you can eat them. And they will be nice and they will be crunchy and they will be delicious. So I do hope that you like that recipe, and I will see you very soon. Bye everybody.